Sometimes I have some pretty good co-pilots when I'm driving this thing. Hey, I'm Blake, and this is your Tailgate Talk. So recently I had a little help driving the tractor, and I got to tell you, I welcome help any way, shape, or form I can get it. And I had a little help recently. That help came in the form of two precious little girls. One of them was my own, one of them was my niece. And they wanted to ride in the tractor with me, and so I let them ride. And so anyway, they jumped in. We had to pile in. Lily has her own seat. She won't let anybody else ride in it, the buddy seat in the tractor. And then my niece sat in my lap, and so they piled in and co-piloted the tractor. Now, it's pretty common for Lindley to ride in there. As a matter of fact, we've got pictures. I've got several pictures of her riding shotgun in the tractor. She loves to ride with Daddy in the tractor, and so that's why we put the buddy seat in, so she would have a place to ride. She loves to ride in the buddy seat. But I got to tell you, I wasn't exactly ready that day to switch places with them, if you know what I mean. To let them move over. They're not quite to that place yet, right? Co-pilots maybe, but not pilots. Can I just tell you, and the psalmist wrote this in Psalm 37, verse 23 and 24. He talked about the steps of a righteous man being ordered, being established by the Lord. And that man delighting in him. And then in verse 24 he said, because of that, because of the steps of the righteous man being established by the Lord and being directed by the Lord, when he falls, notice he doesn't say if he falls, he says when he falls. Listen, we are flawed, and there are going to be times where we're going to fall down. And the psalmist says when that man falls, he won't be utterly cast down. He's not going to be, the NASB says, hurled headlong. In other words, he's not going to be down and out. Because verse 24 says, because the Lord upholds him. Now that's massive. That's massive. You know, you see that bumper sticker all the time, or that bumper sticker or that license plate that says, God is my co-pilot. And I don't know, when I see that, I just want to be like, hey, if God's your co-pilot, you got his seat, man. You need to get out of his seat and let him have it back. God doesn't deserve to be our co-pilot. He's far too qualified to be sitting shotgun in our life. He deserves to be the driver. And we can sit in the co-pilot seat. But he deserves to be in the driver's seat. He deserves to be the one that's establishing our steps, that's steering the ship, that's driving the boat. He deserves to be the one in the driver's seat. We're not the most qualified in that equation. He is. So can I just ask you today, who's steering the boat of your life? Who's calling the shots? Whose will is the most supreme to you? Because if God is your co-pilot, you better give him his seat back. Because I'm just going to tell you, you let 3 and 5 year olds steer the tractor, you're probably going to end up in the ditch. I mean, I love them, but you're probably going to end up in the ditch. Maybe that's why our lives end up in the ditch so much. Let's just let God drive. Listen, I love you, and I appreciate you joining me today on the Tailgate Talk. On the tailgate for a Tailgate Talk. You never know where we're going to pull up and drop a tailgate and have a chat. So until next time, I pray that you will have an incredible week and that you'll join me next week as we drop the tailgate and have a chat. Until then, have a great week. Love you. We'll see you next time on a Tailgate Talk.